Hey guys, so I just ended up making a separate video and I'll just upload this one later, but this one, so today is August 13th, so I just got done making the other video, so I'm just going to go ahead and just tell you this video, or tell you about this dream that I had as well. So this dream was on August 8th, 2024, and I didn't mention the last dream, but these dreams were really early in the morning. I have them written down somewhere, but I didn't. I printed off my notes because I have chicken scratch in the middle of the morning. So, if I can remember, or to put this back into the comment section or in the description box of what time it was, I'll certainly try to do that. But so anyway, this dream, I guess I'll just call it what it was, and I knew in my spirit that I was in like an NFL training camp or NFL camp or NFL, I don't know, it was, I guess I'll just call it the NFL camp dream or NFL training camp dream or something like that, because that's, in my spirit, I knew that's where I was. Like, I knew I was in some kind of professional athlete kind of venue, but specifically I knew I was in football because I know, because I played football before. And I know, offensive linemen, I know, D-line, I know special teams, I know all these people. Like, I just knew it was a football team, and I knew that it was an NFL type setting, just from like the conference room and all the setups and stuff like that they had going on. But I remember in here, I remember being in a conference room. This is a very large conference room, and with a football team, there's a ton of guys out in there, right? I mean, just a lot of guys. And I remember everybody sitting at, their respective tables. And I remember we were being in this conference room at these tables, and we were all being given all the paperwork that we had to sign, liability forms, blah, 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 all this kind of stuff. And, but then I remember specifically there was another form that we had to sign, and it was about getting one of those, I don't want this video taken down, but it was, if you know what I'm talking about, from like 2022, that should start ringing a bell. So it was about another one of those. And I remember in this dream, like they had shown us what it looked like, and they showed the syringe or whatever, and I remember like they showed it all to us, and we had to sign this waiver or sign this form for this. And on this vial, or excuse me, on this syringe, I vividly remember seeing two words, one on one side and one on the other side, or maybe it was just alternating one of the two, but I remember seeing the name of it. But the name of it in my dream was snake, S-N-A-K-E. And then I guess on the other side, I remember seeing serpent. That's all I remember about seeing this thing. And I remember in my dream, everybody was just signing away. They didn't care. Like, the only way to play on this, to be on this roster, to play on this team, you had to sign this paperwork, to agree to accept this, to accept this thing, And I remember just like my alarm bells were going off like all over the place. I was like, no. But everybody else was, was ready to take it. And I specifically remember there being only one other guy in this whole thing, in this whole conference room, who was hesitant. He was just like, I don't know about this. But I mean, he was kind of on the fence, and he was getting peer pressured by everybody else. I mean, we were getting heckled at this point. We were getting like, hey, you need to do this from, the doctors, from the other players. And I'm sitting there with this guy. I'm like, I don't want to take this, and I don't want to do this. Neither was him. So, I mean, the attacks, the persecutions, all that stuff just started coming more alive in this dream. I mean, it was just one after another, one attack after another. And I don't know. I remember, I vividly remember it having the word snake on it and serpent. And let me check my notes here, but I just remember being very apprehensive. They mocked, they ridiculed us, they scoffed, they threatened us. They were doing all that they could do. But then I remember in my dream, like after I had enough of that, I tried to start preaching to them, and I started preaching the gospel to them and all this stuff. And I don't know. Then I just woke up. So that was the end of my dream. And so the takeaway of that, I guess, you know, when I thought about it, I was meditating on it. The first things that were popping into my head was it dealt with the mark of the beast. Now I don't know if this was I don't know if this was the mark of the beast. I can't say that it was. But Revelation, was it Revelation 13, whatever that scripture talks about that. That was one of the things that popped in my head. The other thing that was popping into my head was about pestilence and diseases and, you know, plagues and epidemics. I don't know. I also felt in my spirit that something like this is going to be coming soon. I mean, we just had that bird flu. You know, we just had the last epidemic. But I felt like in my spirit something else was going to be coming soon. And I don't know what it is about this thing, but I remember the name. I just remember it being, you know, snake. The name of it was snake, and it had serpent. Like I remember those two names. And that's probably not the actual name of it. I just remember that in my spirit, what I saw. That's what I knew. So I don't know what else to tell you guys, but you know, pay attention, put all your trust in the Lord. He's got your back. You know, he's got you covered. You know, believe in the Lord. He'll take care of you. But you know, be careful with what you're putting in your bodies. You know what I mean? So this isn't a medical advice kind of channel. This is just, I'm just telling you what I saw. So anyway, guys, I hope you're doing well. You know, I hope you're praying, you're fasting, you're worshiping. You know, you're getting close with the Lord, having a relationship with Him. You know, doing all the things that He needs you to be doing right now, and you know, following His commandments. What's His commandments? It's love your God with all your heart, mind, and soul. You know, love your neighbor with all your heart, mind, and soul too. Like, treat your neighbor how you would want to be treated, you know, and follow the other commandments. So I hope and pray you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are following the commandments and, you know, having a great day. So keep looking up, because you don't know when our time is up here. So yeah, I'll see you on the next video, or see you in the clouds. Bye-bye.